have a problem. I'm currently in the middle of 18 series and it's getting a little out of hand. Today we're gonna start trying to get that number down. When I used to read series, I would start them and I wouldn't read a single other book until the series was finished. Recently I found myself wanting to take a break in between each book in a series and read something else. I think just because there is so much on my TBR that I want to read, I just get distracted from series and start new ones, start new books, and then I think I just forget everything that happened in a series, and then I'm not that excited to finish it. So I'm gonna start making it a goal of mine to finish series I'm in the middle of, so it's a little less overwhelming, and then I can start some new series. So we'll go over the 18 series that I'm currently in the middle of. The first series I have is the Fourth Wing series. I have finished Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I still have Onyx Storm to get to. I'm very excited for this one, and obviously there's still, I think, 2 more books coming out in this series. I don't think the next book in this series is coming out for like another year or 2, so once I've completed this one, that's the series off my list. Next series we have is the Shepherd King duology. I have read One Dark Window. I still have yet to read Two Twisted Crowns. Then we've got the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I've currently started Siege and Storm. I soft DNF'd this one a little bit into it, but I really want to finish this one so I can start Six of Crows. Next I have the Crowns of Nyaxia series. I actually have only read The Serpent and the Wings of Night, but that was a while ago now. I think I'm going to do a reread before I continue with the series. It's very confusing. I think these 2 are a duology, and then I think there's going to be another book to go with this one. And then we have, this one's a novella, and this one is like a standalone in the same universe. I'm not 100% sure the order in which to read this one, but I think I'm going to start with a reread of Serpents and the Wings of Night. Next we have the Cruel Prince trilogy. I have read The Cruel Prince. I still have these 2 to read. I didn't love this one as much as I hoped to, but I've heard really good things about these, so I'm really excited to keep reading the series. Then we have the Red Queen series. I have read Red Queen, but I haven't read any of these ones yet. I think Glass Sword is next for that series. Now we've got a thriller. I have the Housemaid series. I've only read the Housemaid, so I still have these 2. And maybe there's a novella as well, but I'm really excited to get back into this series again. Now we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I have read the first 2, so I still have As Good as Dead, and I also have this novella. This one's just like a tiny prequel, so I might read that when I'm finished with As Good as Dead. Then we have Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I've read the first 4, so I only have to read 1 more to complete the series. Next I have this series by Lucy Score. I'm up to the second one, but I'm not too sure if I want to complete this one. I was really struggling to get into it, so let me know if it's worth completing, because I'm not too sure. Next I have the Part of Your World series by Abby Jimenez. I believe this is an interconnected standalone series, so I'm not sure if it matters which order you read them, but I'm gonna read them in the order they came out. I've read Part of Your World and I still have these 3 to read. I've heard these 2 are really good, so I'm super excited to finally read those. Now I have the Twisted Love series. I've read the first 3. I didn't mind the first one, hated the second one, and the third one was okay. So I'm not sure if I should read this one, but I have heard a lot of people say it's their favorite, so let me know. And another one by Anna Huang. I think it's called the If Love series. I've read the first 2. They're okay, not my favorite, so I'm not sure if I should DNF this series or continue. I'm not too sure. Next we have Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I've read the first 2 and the novella. Powerless was okay, Powerful was okay, but I really didn't like Reckless. I'm hoping Fearless can be a redemption for me. Next I have, I don't really know if this is a series or not, but Britt Marie is a character in My Grandmother Sends Her Regards and Apologies, so I'm assuming it's kind of like a series or an interconnected standalone. I loved this book, so I'm really hoping I love this one as well. Ooh, next we have the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I have heard amazing things. I'm currently only this far into the first book, so I haven't finished any of the books yet, but I have started one of them. Oh goodness. Okay, we have Binding 13. I'm actually currently in the middle of reading Binding 13, so this is going on the list. Next we have Bride by Ellie Hazelwood. This is the only book currently out. I know the second book called Mate is coming out later this year. Okay, those are all the series I'm currently in the middle of. Now to start reading one of them. And the first book I'm gonna read to complete a series is Onyx Storm. Let's go. I am super close to finishing Onyx Storm. I was gonna do an update on how Onyx Storm's going, like 50% of the way through, and all of a sudden I'm almost finished. It just went so fast. So far it's been very politics heavy, a lot of new places, a lot of new characters. It's been interesting. I feel like the pacing's been really good. I did start to get a little bored. It got a little repetitive in the middle and I was starting to get but it's picking back up. I have a few books I need to organize back onto my bookshelf. It's kind of empty right now. So I'm gonna listen to the book. I've been reading most of the book on my Kobo, but I've also been listening to the audio. So I'm gonna listen for a bit and I'm gonna organize my bookshelf, put my books away, listen, and I'm gonna record it because I feel like with 15% left, there might be some crazy stuff going on and I want to get my reaction to it. So let's see. Okay, I'm sitting here editing this video and I, for the life of me, cannot find the final clip of me talking about Onyx Storm. I've swapped cameras and gone through a few SD cards since I read this book, so I don't know if it's just I've accidentally deleted it. I don't know, but I think I ended up giving this a 3-star. Yeah, I ended up giving this 3 stars. I feel like because I enjoyed Fourth Wing so much, I sort of judged these books more harshly. I'm trying to remember everything that happened, but there were some really good parts in the book. It felt like it was just a lot of world building though. Like the entire plot of majority of the book sort of amounted to nothing. I'm also kind of getting bored of Xaden and Violet, so exciting that we're getting more POVs. I'm really hoping she goes the Throne of Glass route and has heaps of POVs, so I'm intrigued to see how the next book goes, even though we're not going to get it for so many years. It's been like 2 months since I read this. I did not mean for this video to take so long, but it was still fun and I will continue reading this series. We've now ticked a series off our checklist. Okay, this is how I've done it. It's just how many books I have left in each series. I'm going to change out the book emojis with something else, maybe a star when I complete that book, and then the ones in brackets are books that I know are coming out in these series. So we can now change Fourth Wing. We'll make it a star. 1 series down, 17 to go. Okay, I've decided the next book I'm going to read for this video is Two Twisted Crowns. This one's only a duology, so once I finish this book, that's another series ticked off the list. Only problem is I think I read this book like less than a month ago and I like don't remember anything that happens. I'm gonna have to look up like a recap. I remember a lot about the fantasy element with the deck of cards. I really liked that about the first book, but I don't remember much about the romance. I remember loving it at the start and then it sort of didn't slow burn enough for me. It had a crazy ending, so I am very intrigued to see what they do with this book. And I really love all the characters and side characters in this series, and I'm so intrigued to see what happens with Elspeth's cousin. I don't know, I have a lot of questions, so I'm excited, so let's jump in. Okay, I'm a little over 100 pages into Two Twisted Crowns, and I have a few thoughts so far. I am loving Ione. I think I said before I started reading that I was really excited to see how Ione's character arc goes, and so far it's really good. She's definitely one of my fave characters, her and Elm. We haven't seen much of Jesper in this book yet. I don't know if we'll get her POV, but one thing I have to say is I started listening to the audiobook for this one and I was really not enjoying it, but I could tell I would have enjoyed it if I was reading it myself. But yeah, I'm almost up to part 2 already. How many parts are there? I think it's 3 parts and I'm almost up to part 2, but I think we're about a quarter of the way into the book and I'm excited to see where it goes. I'll be honest, I have no idea where I'm up to in this video. I've kind of been a little distracted with other books and other videos. I believe I was just starting Two Twisted Crowns when I last recorded for this video, and since then I got a little sidetracked and accidentally read 3 romance novels since I started reading Two Twisted Crowns. One of these is actually a DNF and you'll hear about that in an upcoming wrap-up video. I think at the start of this video I had just started Binding 13. I've now finished. I'll hopefully be completing The Boys of Tommen World in one of these completing series I'm in the middle of videos. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyways, so I did start Two Twisted Crowns, and I read like 2 pages and was like, I'm not in the mood for this right now. And obviously read 3 romance books in a row. Really odd for me. I'm not normally a big romance reader, but 2 of those were incredible. I was trying to listen to this on audio, and I really don't think I was enjoying the audio like at all. I think I knew it was ruining the book for me, and if I had been reading it myself, I would be enjoying it a lot more. So I stopped the audio maybe, I think around chapter 5, I decided I was not going to listen to the audio anymore. And last week I was super busy, so I only really had time for listening to audiobooks while I could multitask. But now I've got time, and I've started reading this, and I'm up to page 156 or chapter 22. And I'm loving it. Oh my god, I'm so glad I didn't push through with the audio because I was really not enjoying that. One of the main POVs has been put sort of on the back burner for the plot, but I'm honestly not that bothered. I'm really enjoying Elm's POV. I'm loving it. I love Ione. I would love to see more Jesper, but I'm thinking maybe we will start too soon. But this is so good so far. What have I even tabbed? I did tab the entire chapter 20. Because that one was good. If you know, you know, but that was good. And I love this world. I love the magic system. It's so freaking cool. I want my own deck of Providence cards. I'm just excited to keep reading this one, which is the best. I hate when you really have to push yourself to read a book, or when you're not excited to read a book, but this one I am.
A few moments later.
Guys, I'm supposed to be reading Two Twisted Crowns for this video, but Addie LaRue is calling my name. Ugh. This book is so good so far. I mean, we're not talking about this book in this video. It's not a series, it's a standalone. Honestly, I'm pretty sure where I stopped was at a Raven chapter, and I wasn't ready to leave Elm yet. I was loving Elm's POV too much, and now I haven't been motivated to read it. I think I just need to push through. I mean, it's not like Raven's chapters are bad anything. I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed with Elm's way more at the moment. I think also the fact that I'm not listening to the audio on this has me a bit behind. This book is narrated by Julie Whelan, who's one of my favorite narrators. She does a lot of Taylor Jenkins Reid's, and I think all of Emily Henry's books. The audio for Addie LaRue is so good. But obviously I'm not vibing with the audio for Two Twisted Crowns. It's not like I can just chuck it on when I'm a bit demotivated to read and just push through. But I think I need to just push through the next few chapters. Like, it's probably going to be really good. So I'm going to push myself. I'm going to read it, even though I really want to pick up The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. It is so good so far. The whole point of this vlog series is to help me get through my series. And I feel like it's working against me, because now I feel like I have to read this for the video, and that's making me not want to read it because I have to read it. Does that make any sense? Anyways, gonna force myself to read a few chapters and see if I get back into it. Maybe it's gonna be really good, and I'm just being a baby. I have over 20 pages till the next Elm chapter, so wish me luck. Let's do it. I'm gonna read 20 pages and I'll update you guys after I'm finished. Okay, it's actually 2 hours later, and I only just made it to the Elm POV, so like 20 pages. I kept getting distracted by my phone, but it's now well past my bedtime, so I'm gonna sleep. But at least next time I read, it'll be an Elm chapter. Oh, it's a long one too. I'm almost halfway. Hopefully we can finish this one soon. It is really good. Those chapters were actually really entertaining. It was sort of reminding me of like Harry Potter. I can't stop. I can't help it. I'm like that meme. Okay, I'm past halfway. I've been zooming through apparently. Okay, I don't remember where I was last up to with this video, but I found myself in a little bit of a reading slump. So I've decided I am gonna keep listening to the audio for this one, because I just find that helps me when I'm in a bit of a slump, because I can do another task and listen to the book to sort of get through it until I'm more into it. But I'm now maybe 3/4 through the book, which is good. It has been really good. I just have been in like that headspace where I sit down to read and I cannot focus on the book at all. I have a little bit of work to do on my new iMac. Literally unboxed it today. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna listen to more of Two Twisted Crowns while I do that, and We'll see how it goes. It's honestly been really good. I've just been really slumpy. Could be my fault for picking up The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue while reading this. But yeah, it's been very intense, very high stakes. One thing that I've noticed in a few books I've read recently, there will be moments when like side characters die, which I don't think that's spoilers. Like people, you know, in fantasy books, people die. And like to us, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I'm like, this person is like your friend. Like the characters don't seem to care, if that makes sense. Like they're like, oh no, and then 5 minutes later they'll be like making jokes. I'm like, one of your friends just died. Like, yeah, as a reader I'm not that obsessed or attached to this character, but my mind's like, but they were one of your best friends. They were one of the closest people around, and like, you know, I like when writers convey grief really well. But anyways, let's see how far. I'm currently on page 306, so let's see how far I can get through it on the audio. I feel like something insane's about to happen. Crazy. Oh my goodness. The Roans suck, except Elm. I just want to keep going. Okay, I have like 60 pages left and it's getting crazy. I hope everything works out. I mean, I'm sure it will. There's no way a duology is gonna end like bad. I mean, I just hope everyone is okay. Hey, Nini. Also, if you can't tell, I'm quite sick. Let's see how this ends. I am finishing this book today. What are we up to? I'm up to chapter 46, page 388. I think I have about 40 pages to go. So I'm going to try to finish this book in this one sitting. Fingers crossed. It's getting intense. Wish me luck. Please, everyone live. Please. Please don't die, my favorite characters. A bit too milky. I finally finished it. Honestly, this book took me a minute to get into. I think it took like 7 days to read the first half and then 1 day to read the last. But I really enjoyed it. I really loved it. I do blame Addie LaRue for being too good. It made me not want to read this book for a while. But I did really enjoy this book. I loved how it ended. I love how everything tied up perfectly in a neat little bow. Wow, this has a 4.41 star rating on Goodreads. That is crazy. That's really high. I give this book 4.5 stars. This was so good, honestly. I'm so glad this didn't suffer second book syndrome. I felt like it could have with how the first book ended. But Rachel Gillick, she slayed. She slayed this one. She ate it up. I was listening to this book on audio at the start, and when chapter 2 rolled around, we had Elm's POV. I was kicking and screaming, so excited, and his POVs ended up being one of my faves. Oh, and all the riddles that the nightmare would chant over and over, and how it at the end was like complete. I don't know how to not spoil it, but it was very satisfying. Also really random. I was reading these two books at the same time, and they both have a lot of like tree metaphors and like forest, tree, wood. There was a lot going on in both of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, getting confused which world I'm in, because they are heavy on the tree theme. I don't know what it's called, but I love it. I love nature. The Elm banter, so good. I loved Ione. After finishing the first book, I was really hoping we'd get to see more of Ione, and we did. She's awesome. I don't want to read these quotes. It's gonna spoil. You gotta get the giddiness from reading it yourself. Chapter 20. That's all I have to say. Honestly, chapter 20 was so good. It threw me into a slump. It threw me into the deepest well of a slump. Oh, there's so many little reveals that are not super important details for the plot, but it's like, oh, that's why this is called that. That's why they have this name, you know? They were good. It was good. There were some side characters from the first book that I thought were going to play a bigger part in the second book, but they were nada, zilch. They were not there. But I wasn't that upset. I just had theories, and I was wrong. but I wasn't upset. Some characters, you know, weren't in the entire book, but were brought up in the epilogue. But it was fine. It wasn't a big deal, I'm gonna be honest. I'm like reading, all my highlights are like on the last sentence of chapters. She always has you gasping at the very end of a chapter. I love it. Oh my gosh, there were some friendships in this that bloomed as well that I was obsessed with. There were also trials in this book, which I was not expecting. I don't know why. Some of it was kind of random, felt sort of out of place, but at the same time, I loved it. I loved where it was going. There's like a community of people I would love to have seen more about, but we didn't really. I'm so excited. Rachel Gillig has a new book coming out, I think this month, maybe next month, and I'm so excited to put that on my TBR because I really, really, really enjoy her writing and her stories. And the magic system, oh my gosh, the magic system is unreal. It's so different from anything else I've read, but so easy to understand. Oh, I can't read these quotes, they're literally on the last page. Oh, it ended so well. It was so good. However, I do wish we had a map in this book. These books don't have maps. They could have made a really, really cool map for this. Anyways, we're nearing the end of May, so I need to get on with my May TBR. After I've completed my May TBR, I'm gonna pick the next book. I honestly have no idea what book I'm gonna pick next for this video. I'm gonna have to sit with my thoughts on this one for a bit before getting into another series. We'll just have to wait and see where the wind takes us. Where the wind takes us through the branches and the leaves and the trees. In the woods, in the forest. And I just realized since that was a duology, we have now ticked off another series off our list. So I think we only have 16 series we're still in the middle of. So that's very exciting. Hello. It has been literally a month since the last clip in this video. As you can probably tell, I was quite sick in the last clip. I ended up having 4 different sicknesses in a row, so I've barely read anything the past month, but I did pick Siege and Storm from the Shadow and Bone trilogy in my TBR for June, so I think we should try finish this book. I think I was already up to maybe chapter 6. I kind of DNF'd this one earlier this year because I had it spoiled for me, and so I wasn't that motivated to read it. So I was about this far in. I've now read a few more chapters throughout the past few weeks. Obviously didn't film many of that, but we're almost halfway through this one. It really sucks this video has taken me so long because the whole point is for me to get through my series I'm in the middle of. I'm definitely going to be doing more of these videos in future, and I think when I do, I'm going to try not get distracted by other books and just for a week or two straight read books from series I'm in the middle of, and hopefully not get sick again for a whole month, because that was really annoying. This has been quite good so far, honestly, but I don't know, it's been okay so far. I'm just not super obsessed with it. I do like the character Nikolai in this book, and I believe he has his own series, like a duology called Rule of something. I don't remember what it's called. I bought them in my recent haul video, so those I think will be quite good to read. I really want to read Six of Crows, so I need to finish Siege and Storm and Ruin and Rising. So let's get to reading. Also made a matcha in my strawberry cup, of course. Chapter 18 was so good. Okay, there's literally 80 pages left in this book, and everything is so mellow at the moment. Like, everything is really calm. So I feel like any minute it's about to get crazy. I'm getting like Raylo vibes from this book, but also not. Also, 2 of my favorite characters from the first book have barely been in this book, which is really sad. I'm not gonna lie, the main characters are kind of boring. I like the side characters a lot more, and this book is very war strategy heavy. There's very minimal amounts of romance in this book as well. It's just very war and like war strategy heavy. So I reckon something's about to go down. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm scared. Okay. Chapter 21. What the heck? Okay, we're up to chapter 21. We have 3 chapters left. And where is the plot? Where is the plot? I think my last update, I was saying how this whole book is about war strategy and they're all preparing for like a battle and there's been no romance. Since then, it's only been romance and nothing's happened. Like, there's 3 chapters left. I'm so confused. I guess we'll see what's gonna happen. I'm confused. Is it gonna be in the 3rd book? 30 pages left and it's starting to get crazy. I'm scared. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Finished! Okay, it's been a week since I finished Siege and Storm, and it's time to give my thoughts on it. I think I'm gonna give this book 3 stars. I feel like this series really could have been one of my all-time absolute faves ever if the plot had taken a different turn in this book. The most interesting character in this series was like barely in this book. Luckily we had Nikolai. Let's be real, he carried this book. I also was so lost with the plot and the pacing of this book. But that being said, I still really enjoyed it. I think the writing is really good. It's easy to read and easy to follow. I want the story to go a different way, and it's not. And it's frustrating. And the main characters are just kind of boring. Sorry. I really do like Lee Bardugo's writing though, and I'm excited to read everything else from her. I just wish this trilogy had a different plot. I don't know. But that is another book off our list. Done. So now we can remove one of the emojis. So we have 16 series left on our list, and I haven't started any new ones, but this month that might change. So hopefully we can finish some more this month too. I hope you enjoyed watching me read these books and finish some series I'm in the middle of. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!